Hello everyone, sorry for the lack of videos in the recent week mostly. I was on vacation for a week and then when I came back I had a lot of work to do, a lot of other things going around. Also, the few leagues I could sneak in, they were like really rough. I played a challenge before this, the league you're about to see with Yawgmoth. I played this challenge with Scales and I got obliterated. I also had a challenge I wanted to release this week from before I went on vacation, when I did pretty well. I think I went top 16th or something. But it got deleted from Twitch for some reason. I guess I was too slow to download it. So in the end, I didn't have any content for you guys. So it's not that I have quit. It's just literally I've had no time to sit down and play some Magic, put it on a YouTube video, and put it there for you guys to watch. But yeah, I'll try to get back into it this week. I hope this afternoon I can run one or two leagues for Scales and then release them in the coming week. But yeah, I just thought, I didn't really do a deck tech at the beginning of this video, so I'll do a quick deck tech of the Yawgmoth deck, which is getting quite popular. And I really like looking around. I feel really my list is just one of the most tightest there is, right? So I will start with the mana base. I think the only thing I do differently as most people is I'm playing 2 Nurturing Pilllands and 2 Colony Gardens. I think the rest is kind of standard. Some people play a second Forest. Some people play Temple Garden if you want to splash wide, but we'll not cover this here. Some people play the 4th Blooming Marsh. There's a couple of reasons I like, let's say, this package of cards. First, I don't think Blooming Marsh is great in this deck because a lot of times you want your 4th land to come in untapped, and it really sucks when it doesn't. So yeah, 3 Blooming Marsh, I think it's like a necessary epiol, but I'm not excited to play more. Then Nurturing Pillan is, of course, an untapped green and black source, which also has an upside in the late game. And even though we take some damage from it, the fact that we have both Urborg and Yavimaya in the deck allows us to just have the ability to not have to worry about the life so much. So I really like that, and that's also one of the reasons that I think if you're playing the second Nurturing Pillan, playing the Yavimaya just makes a lot of sense. And they work kind of well together. Basically, if you got these two cards, you have perfect, absolutely perfect mana the rest of the game. And then the most controversial one, I would say, is the second Colony Garden. And I'm generally more open to playing tap lands than a lot of people, especially if they have a high upside, like Llanowar Reborn and Scales. I think Colony Garden is kind of the Llanowar Reborn of Yawgmoth because it does a lot of things. First of all, it's a green land, so it's already pretty good. It's not color, so you can cast for spells. Very good. And then the way Card of Calling works is that you can tap the plane and tap the Colony Garden, right? So for basically 0 mana investment, or like a 1 mana investment, you're basically ramped for free, right? And nobody's gonna try to kill or fatal push a plant, but it actually gives you that extra mana peep for the Card of Calling. Also, it works really well with Yak. You can of course sacrifice the plant. That's obviously why most people play one. And I think works also really well with Grease. So you can do something like turn 3 Grease, sack a plant. It's like almost free, right? To sack a plant at that point, and it only really costed you 1 mana, and it gives you like a good thing to remove, So I think this deck really likes to have a critical mass of creatures. So playing the second Colony Garden makes a lot of sense. I've been trying. One thing I want to try in the future is this card. Layer of the Hydra. So it normally comes in, it always comes untapped unless the first 2 lands you place. So sorry, it almost comes tapped unless it's like the first 2 lands you play. So it's a bit better than Colony Garden in that regard. Sometimes comes in untapped. And it's a green land, and you can pay X and green and make it an XX green creature, which is still a land. Doesn't have trample, sadly, but the nice thing about this is that you can of course pay 2 mana, and I animated and sacrificed you Yawgmoth if that's what you need. But also it's a kind of a nice finisher for just killing your opponent. I kind of want to try this in the next time. Then a lot of people play more 1 mana mana dorks, like they play Guild of Goose or Birds of Paradise. But I found that since there is so much removal in Magic right now, you're kind of giving, like, all the rest of your deck is kind of resistant to removal in one way or another, either because of Yawgmoth, because of Undying, or because they have high toughness like Wall of Roots, or because people don't want to spend a removal spell on a Prosperous Innkeeper. Most of the deck is kind of resilient to removal, so I figured that when you play these cards, you're actually making your opponent's removal much better, right? Because they trade 1 for 1, and this is what they want to be doing. And especially, Lala is not popular. Ren 6 is getting pretty popular, so having your 1-drop getting killed by Ren 6 is like an uphill battle from there. So that's why I am only playing the 40 Null Hires, which are the best mana doors for the deck, of course, and then for Yawgmoths. And to compensate that, to have more ramp in the deck, I have the full set of Wall of Roots plus 2 Prosperous Keepers. Prosperous Keepers, I said, if it dies to removal, you'll still get the mana, right? And if it doesn't die to removal, it's an Essence Warden, which is a really nice effect for this deck. So it's actually kind of cool. You could play maybe 1 Essence Warden, 1 Prosperous Keeper, but again, Essence Warden, if it dies to removal, it dies. Whereas Prosperous Keeper still has giving you a mana for the next turn, right? Kind of helping you breach that. And I think that's just kind of really good. Like basically we have 10 extra mana sources, but they are not they're pretty resilient to removal. And also one more thing I realized is that playing another list that only had like 8 2-drops is that when you start having a critical mass of 2-drops in this deck, Eldritch Evolution gets so much better. Like Eldritch Evolution, the best Eldritch Evolution is a 2-drop into Yawg. That's the most efficient, right? You get the double jump in mana, and you get Yawgmoth into play, which is basically the goal of the deck, right? So it feels bad to... Basically, you only have 4 3-drops that really want to sacrifice, which is Get Off Messenger. So Eldritch Evolution feels normally a pretty bad card in the deck, unless you have a 2-drop to sacrifice. And it just feels much better when you have a lot of 2-drops. So that's one of the reasons I think 11 2-drops is actually a great number to have. Prosperous Keeper and Wall of Roots are prime targets for Eldritch Evolution, but of course Sandro Guys also is great. So it just gives you a lot more options to get Yawgmoth into play, I feel. Both because of the ramp, but also just to have the density of 2-drops. 1-drops can do that. You cannot Eldritch and Evolution. And there's really nothing in this deck that you really want to Eldritch Evolution 4 on 3. Like you have Get Off. I've been looking really hard to find a good 3-drop. And I think these are the best, but they're not great 3-drops anyway, like they're not the 3-drops you just going to take over the game like Yawgmoth. So you really want a density of 2-drops for that. On the 3-drops there, other than the Eldritch Evolution, which I just talked about, of course you can also count Get Off Messenger as a card you can Eldritch into. So we have 15 cards you can Eldritch, sacrifice to Eldritch to get Yawgmoth out, which is pretty good. On the 3-drops, I have all 4 Get Off Messenger. I think it's one of the best cards in the deck. Both because it helps for combo, but it's also the fastest beater, because there's a 3-2 that goes into a 4-3 that deals 4 damage to your opponent. So this actually ends the game pretty quickly. And I really like this card. And it's actually hard to cast, but the way I build my mana it's not. And I think if you play less of this to play more utility creatures, you actually decrease your chances of winning against racing matchups, and you decrease your chances of winning against matches you want to beat down. And in general, you give up a lot of the strength of the deck, which is, Summer Guys and Yawgmoth are good cards, but Get Off Messenger, okay, coming in tapped is kind of bad, but it's the upside of the damage is really, really huge. With all this beatdown, sometimes just getting extra 4 points of damage is all you need. I'm playing 2 Greased. The main reason to play 2 Greased is that when you plus 1 Grease, you will just always have the other one on top, so you can plus twice. No. But the idea with the 2 Greased is that it's actually a very good card to draw, but you don't want to draw 2 too much, so I think 2 has been a good number. And it's a great card to, of course, fetch for calling or Eldritch Evolution if you don't have anything else. And again, a great card to sacrifice, to use an Undying creature to sacrifice to, which we have a lot of. And also Prosperous Keeper is a good target to be sacrificed by Grease. So I guess you can start seeing that I really like Prosperous Keeper. I think it's a really good addition to the deck, and really smooths out a lot of it. You'll see the gameplay just feels very smooth. And I think that's a lot to do with the fact that we're not relying on a 1 mana drop sticking so much as other Yawg lists. Main on this league, but for sure I will eventually run into having a Reclamation Sage main deck. I think really strong to have this ability, because there's some cards aggregators, there's a lot, the Summers, the Sagas, the Blood Moons, there's a lot of stuff, that people have main deck that you want to deal with this. It's also kind of backbreaking to go like turn 1 Ignore Hire, turn 2 Reclamation Sage, kill your Saga. Also Ether Vials, they're not super popular, but they could be popular. I think it's kind of a low cost enough to have 1 Rex Sage in the deck, and I don't really know what other 3-drop I would like to play. Also, Rex Sage is a great target for Eldritch Evolution, as I was saying. So we have a lot of great targets for Eldritch Evolution in this deck, which I think also is one of the reasons it felt much smoother, because we always had something to sack to get Yawgmoth. And then the rest of the deck, of course, 4 cards of calling for Yawgmoth, that's just standard. Then on the sideboard, this is kind of the most contested slot. I really don't know what I would play here. I could see myself playing basically all sorts of things. Even a Scavenging Ooze could be good. But yeah, whatever. I think you should be playing, you're playing Yawgmoth. 2 Bells of Summer. The reason for it is that you have so much like spare mana, like with Wall of Roots, that it really is a great deck to have Bale of Summer on. And especially Eldritch Evolution really sucks when it gets countered, but if people like are holding 2 mana, Force of Negation is kind of not a thing right now. So you sacrifice, I don't know, like a Prosperous Keeper to get Yawgmoth. If one tries to counter it and you Veil, it's kind of a GG at the spot, right? Because you counter their spell, you got a 2-for-1 out of it, so you have undone the card disadvantage of the Eldritch Evolution, and you now have a Yawgmoth, which is of course the best card in the deck. Thoughtseize is as good versus a lot of the combo decks and a lot of like the harder like Rhinos, Bring to Light, kind of hard to interact with decks. I think Thoughtseize is great. Chalice is also good against the Rhinos decks. I like Chalice the best because it actually also Chalice is actually kind of playable on 1 in this deck because you only have 8 1-drops, and it can stop a lot of decks. So I really kind of been liking Chalice of the Void a lot. Endurance, I think, is also kind of a must-have, both against the Meal matchup, but also against a lot of the more aggressive decks, like the Endurance Channeler, all the Delirium decks, all the Graveyard decks. Also can be, the Evoke works really well with Yawgmoth and Court of Calling. In general, I love this card. Frozen Figure, it's so broken, you should just play it. It's so broken. If you're playing green, you should play this card, because it really is like removal for free, you know, and free removal is just such a big blowout. So yeah, definitely play 2 Forces of Vigor. And then these cards maybe are a bit up for contention. Could see myself playing 1 Fatal Push instead of Abrupt Decay. But Abrupt Decay has been really quite useful because it's a good removal against creatures, but it also hits Pithing Needles, it hits Chalices of the Voids, it hits Torpor Orbs, Gradius Cages, Relics of Progenitors, Ensnaring Breaches. You know, it hits a ton of things that we sometimes have trouble dealing with. So I like this a lot. And finally, this card that I really, really love, and I think people don't love enough, is Calling Ritual. Calling Ritual is like a fantastic wipe. It destroys everything that costs 2 or less in the battlefield, and anything that you destroy will get you a black or a green card mana, so you can use that mana to just fuel your Court of Calling, for example. It's great against constructs, it's against Omnitopter decks like Hammer Time. It's great against so many things, you know, against like the Lurus decks that the only card that has 3 CMC or more is Lurus. You play this, you kill 2 Dorothy Void Walkers and the Downrange Channel, and you just basically won. The fact that you get the mana back is so insane, because it's like, normally board wipes have this thing where you wipe your opponent and you give them a turn to rebuild, right? You lose a bit of tempo, let's say. But here it's like you wipe your opponent and you rebuild yourself first before your opponent does. It's great. And, you know, with all these Undying creatures, it means that you get the creatures back a lot of times. And, you know, like, if you don't get them back, you can actually get some, you know, you get the mana. So it's really fantastic card. I think I like it much more than Crime and Punishment. I know you cannot kill an Urza Saga with Calling Ritual, but you can kill the constructs, the cookbooks, the hammers, the Pithing Needles, the Rest in Pieces, Stony Silence. No, Silence you don't give a shit about. You can kill, yeah, all of those things. Relics of Progenitors, everything you can all pop. So I really, really, really like this card as a catch-all answer. And it's actually kind of easy to cast in our deck, right? Because we have all this ramp. You can easily cast it turn 3 and wipe your opponent, get some mana back, play a Greased, plus, and now your opponent's not only having like a no board, also no Pithing Needles, no constructs, no cookbooks, nor anything that they had, but also they're facing down on a Planeswalker that's plus upticking every turn, which I think is really great. Okay, guys, sorry for the lack of videos, but they will be coming more and more. And please, if you like content, like and subscribe. See you at the games. Bye. No Lurus, such. I don't know. I mean, but it's not the main plan of Scales. I mean, when I'm playing Scales, I'm not thinking, oh, I'm gonna kill everything my opponent plays and go into the top deck war. I'm mostly thinking, this is a good hand. Really, a Yawgmoth is a turn 3 kill, by the way. I'm mostly thinking, how am I, you know, how am I How am I gonna sequence my plays to have like a chance to kill my opponent at some point? My opponent portable holds my thing. Sure. I don't know if I will play the Grease, so I'll play the Graph Messenger. Let's see what they play. Or the Saga. I'm guessing they maybe play Pitting Needle main deck. Since I didn't play anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and play Greased. Could have a Graph Messenger. I actually can. One thing I can do next turn is if I draw a Wolf, I can go Graph. They don't have to fetch here, which is very strong for them, of course. That attack is gonna be a 2/2, so no point in attacking. You know, I mean, they can get a needle here. No, I mean, I know skill. I know a skills is not bad. I know, like I play quite a bit of skills myself. It's a 2/2. I mean, let's see what they do. I guess best case scenario is they make a construct and they pass the turn. I mean, we can kill one construct with Greased. We can even like play a Yak and proliferate the managed counters. Yeah, Pithing Needle, of course, this gets raw. Well, that's a Pithing Needle. May they name Greased the Hunger Tides. Oh boy, really? That's the one you name? Oh, see? I love it. See why you play more lands in a Saga deck, boys? They attack me. Does it matter if I... Does it matter if I block? I mean, I take 4. I can clear them up next turn. I think I'd rather just... I'll take it and yeah, leave my life. And I can just Eldritch for a... Oh, they have another Saga, okay. But that's a color. I mean, they actually can have Fire Push. That's true. Next to Yarimaya. This is a thing I can pitch. So I think we're starting by going black, double green. So we're gonna sack here, get a Yawgmoth. That's a good one. I can kill them right here. Because... So if I play this guy, I can find a wolf and kill them for sure. But if I play Strangler Rugeist, I'm ahead on life, right? So I play Strangler Rugeist, I sack here, reset 1. I'm ahead, I just win. Yeah. So many ways to make green mana here. Yeah, right, I just win. Alright. Alright, we won. We're playing against some Mardu stuff. So I'm guessing Veil is good. They had Saga, they had Portable Hole. I'm gonna cut one of these. They are lures too, so yeah. I don't know how much I feel about like graveyarding, so I'm just gonna cut the endurance. I kind of like cutting the Urborg in these matchups. Also makes sense if I'm cutting a couple of Glass Messenger. Yeah, I mean, Calling Ritual is really, really good in these situations. My opponent more than likely will just kill my Hierarch, so I'm just gonna cut a couple. Also, Wall of Root just kind of dies to Sword by Rarity. Wall of Root just kind of dies to Fatal Push. So I just keep my better cards here. Got an Eldritch. Came back. Got an Eldritch here. You know, this grindy matchup sometimes it gets a bit weird to have too many Eldritches. But you know, pretty easy Yawg game where they went for some value plays and you just kill them. Is Force of Vigor good? I don't know. I mean, I'll see. I'm guessing I played an Ignoble Hierarch, right? Like, it's kind of good. It's kind of nonsense not to play Ignoble Hierarch turn 1. If they didn't have this card spell turn 1, they most likely don't have it turn 2, right? I feel like anytime I trim one card from my deck, I always get. When my opponent goes ahead here, I mean, this can be such a blowout. Like, how is this fair, what I'm gonna do right now? How is this shit fair? Like, my opponent's gonna do this, we Live Resolve, we go to end step, and then we just Force of Vigor these two things. I just need to, you know, figure out what I wanna do, right? How is this fair, guys? I can't believe. I mean, I don't know. Do I pitch the Chord? Do I pitch the Bale? I'm gonna pitch the Bale, I think. Yeah. Wow! Oh my god! Magic is so intense right now! Oh my god, I hate it so much. You can't believe it. I mean, I could have held the Bale, but... Salt Life, I know. Alright, the Prismatic Ending, I think. I am in fact salty about the existence of Force of Vigor. Let's gonna get the Arbor here. No, it's got wrong. Become that I wanted to defeat, indeed. I don't think I want a Chord for 1 necessarily. I'm just gonna... I've actually become the thing I wanted to defeat, you're right. Look at that, man. Me casting Force of Vigor, my opponents are so sorry. What a time. What a time to be alive. And to be honest, I can still lose this game, right? Opponent's like playing Exiled Rival over there. This Goblin Shine Out is so cool. I think I have a lot of lands. I'm just gonna get my Dry Arbor. Keep hitting. Oh lord. Well, we're flooding, boys. We're flooding. I think I'm gonna hold it up here in case my opponent has a discard spell or something. I should just attack. I'm just gonna attack. If they have a discard spell, it's very good to cast my Chord here. To be honest, my opponent is playing a lot of removal. Yeah, we come with Sword Destroy, right? So that's the Inquisition that we were like playing around. Should I get a Wolf or a Ignoble Hierarch? Both, I can Yawg, I can cast Yawg anyway, right? So let's get a Wolf. Maybe I should have got a Wolf here in this game and keep a Get Off Messenger. The good thing about flooding, guys, that's lures in Lingering Souls. Yawgmoth at the top, please. Alright. Guys. Why do I have I have 21 lands. Why do I have 7 lands total in my... I also fetch twice. Lures in hand. Flashback Lingering Souls. So powerful. Oh, Flagstones. What? Why are you playing Flagstones? They can actually get the portable hole back with the Lurus power. Okay. I take 2. Guys, summon a Yawgmoth. Well, that's not a Yawgmoth. What do I have as 3 mana? Greased. Endurance, I don't have it in my deck. I mean, I could get off Messenger, right? Just hold it. My opponent could have a discard spell, and they're gonna probably portable hole my Yawgmoth next turn. So I was thinking if I play the Eldritch Evolution, at least I can kill Yawgmoth next turn. Yeah. Alright, we will believe in the predicted. Okay. Then shouldn't have looked into the chat. It's okay. I mean, I can still... It's better to... If I draw like a Strangler Geist, it's better to... It's better to, you know... Yeah. I'm gonna say it one of these days, guys. If I draw a Strangler Geist, it's better to have this in hand and just get a Yawgmoth and kill these, you know. Yep. Another Flagstones. Very interesting build from my opponent. Deck thinning at its finest. Jesus, another land? Oh well. They cannot really record anything at all. Alright, so we chill. Yeah, we take the risk, our risk. Oh no, they found the OP card. Dude, this is turn 7, and I have, in fact, 8 lands still. I've drawn 8 lands. Okay, not attacking with lures. We take that. No, they don't. Did they cycle the bubble at all? I guess we take this. We can kill the Luren. I guess that's the best, right? Blasting doesn't really accomplish much. Does this fly? I think we killed it because if I blast here, like if I let my opponent draw like 2 cards a turn, I'm just gonna lose, right? So this actually somehow makes it so it takes them 1 more turn to kill me, right? So if I blast, I guess they just kill the Greased, and they still draw 2 cards a turn, plus knowing all my top decks. So again, thoughts is me. Alright, so now we lost, right? Like there's nothing I can do. Maybe I have Calling Ritual. I have 2 calling rituals in my deck, so I can kill all of these things. Sorry. Alright, calling ritual off the top. Any calling rituals off the top. You've drawn only lands this game. Another lingering rituals. Flash it back, boy. Use your mana efficiently. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Calling ritual? No. Get off, messenger. Was it there? Such. I don't have Plague Engineer, but I have calling ritual, so not the worst. I'll get 1 endurance thing in there. Plague Engineer would have been good. Calling Ritual would have been great because it also gets me the Yawgmoth back. This hand is good. I'm not too sure if I want to expose my wolf to a turn 1. So here the decision is, and I think it's an interesting decision. It's not as straightforward. If I play Yawgmoth turn 1, and my opponent portable holds it, I guess I would rather the portable hold my Yawgmoth than then Wall of Roots. I guess that's a good reasoning to play a Yawgmoth anyway. And then if I draw like a Bale, I can keep it. I can use it next turn or something like that. Yeah, then okay, I like that. I like that. I convinced myself to play the Wolf. They also, they're allowed to not start every game with turn 1 portable hold. That's also an allowed play. Well, I really cannot play both. So I can play Wall of Roots Chord for Dry Arbor if worst case scenario. What's that? Yeah, that's the play. Because if they try to kill the Wall of Roots, then we can Chord for Dry Arbor and play Yawgmoth next turn. Yeah, exactly. That was the reason. The best play here, like playing the Yawgmoth is better in many situations, like this one, right? So, like I can Chord for Dry Arbor here, which maybe it's not needed. I may just play my land, right? I mean, okay. In this case, maybe name Wall of Roots. Definitely gonna hold up these and get a Rex Sage. I have my Rex Sage, right? I didn't even know you could do this. View dungeon information, guys. Forever left in this modern horizon, in modern MTGO queues. So, I'm really like trying to type Yawgmoth. Like a Blink Moss, but with a Yawg. We changed the Blink Mosses for the Yawgmoths. To be honest, I can if they name Yawgmoth, I may just hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go for 3, get Rex Sage. Yawgmoth, Transphysician, Shadow Spear, results. I'm not gonna call for Dry Arbor here. I don't think it makes any sense. So this is free to play. So if I play this, so I tap this and this, get this, and then this and this. So I have a Prosperous Innkeeper. I have 1 line untapped, right? I need to use 3 mana. I have Prosperous Innkeeper, Yawgmoth, Wall of Roots. I have 4, 5, and Treasure. I think that's kind of worth it, right? To use the Treasure. I mean, they could actually have named Vernon Catcombs, right? Yeah, live. So we can court for Dry Arbor. Sorry, we can fetch Dry Arbor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have. We have Rexage. We have Rexage. You can also, I don't know if you know that, but you can click View Sideboard. And you can see what you have left on your sideboard. Alright, so no need to use a treasure. I can just save it. Could have attacked with Yawgmoth, but I think if we line a Yawgmoth, put lures in hand. EE on 2. That kills 2 things. Results. The Rack? What? It was a Rack gamer all along? No way. I love it. I just love it, man. What can I say? You know? Everyone's playing Lurus, Lingering Soul, Saga, all the cards that he loves. They're playing. Yep. Alright. Yeah, infinite cards are a lot of cards. Now we need to find another build, right? But currently 3, done. I will open up my deck list, find Reclamation Sage. I'm gonna Reclamate their Pithing Needle. And I'm gonna go. I'll take 2 damage. Um. Alright, I'm gonna attack first with the Rex Sage. Whoop! Whoop! Treasures are good. Alright. We won, boys. Oh no. Yep. A drag gamer, man. Yeah, they play Earth Saga, they play Lurus, they play Lingering Souls. I mean, I guess it makes sense in general, like the whole plan. But isn't Liliana like the best card for a drag? You know, I wonder, like, how do they discard their things? Hi, next step 7. I do believe you can play Lures in your red green deck also. Like, it doesn't come up a ton, but Lurus doesn't come up a ton in skills anyway, because you have so many things. I was playing this version, I lost miserably in the challenge, but you know, you can have Woodwork, and that allows you to cast these members for free, and it makes your canopies less painful, and you can, you know, if you draw the Woodwork, then you can play Lurus. I've been liking this. You basically can treat Urborg as a colorless land in your calculations, and then if you're doing fine, you know, yeah, just Gestarian, Questarian, so he likes quests. Whatever. I like this hand. It's the I will fetch tribal, but so I think you can just do that. Or if you're playing green and white, I would recommend the reason I would play green and white myself is that it is more grindy. Oh, is this mono blue Tron? Is this? Oh, that's a good one. I don't really. I can fetch shock, but that doesn't really. Yeah. I mean, they can have counterspell next turn, but this is a nice clock. I told you. So you can do that if you want to. But I think if you're playing green-white, the main draw of green-white, let's say, oh, Chalice on 1. Stormforge Mystic. All right. I get Caldera Complete. How push is Caldera Complete that people are not fetching Mardu School anymore? All right, we draw infinite cards here. It's a lot of freaking fetch lands, man. But basically, I need to fetch soon. So I have I prefer hand skills. This is gonna draw some cards. I mean, I like both decks, like it's, I feel, I'm sorry if I sound like retarded or something. It's like going to like a model show and asking me which model do you prefer. I like all of them. I think we won here. That was cool. So playing against Esper Stormforge. Very interesting. So I have 5 mana here. That means I can play. Yeah, so I have a plan here. Play Get Off Messenger. That's lethal on its own, right? So, but we can expedite it by. Yeah. Easy turn for kill. The nice thing with Yawgmoth is I'm a counter lover. I like counters. I like synergy decks. I like decks that are not just a pile of cards. That are good. Like it doesn't matter if you draw turn 1 Ravagan, turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 1 Dragon Rage's Channeler. Like they're all strong cards, and they are like and they're like strong on their own. You can put Ravagan in any red deck, and it's always going to be one of the best cards. But look at this pile. Like all of these cards, they're not played in any other deck almost. Eldritch Evolution, Strangler Rugage, Yawgmoth, all of those things. So I really like this kind of decks. What can I say? I guess Veil Summer is decent. I'm pretty sure my opponent has some sort of a black or blue stuff, right? May Thoughts is also good. This can name Stormforge. Why do I have this in my deck again? Like, I forgot I had it in my deck. They may have Pithing Needles, so it may be worthwhile to bring these on. Yeah, I would say, yeah. I really like the green-red version. Not only because it's more aggressive, but it also because it's like more consistent, It's like more like streamlined. Do I like endurance in this? Probably not. Could Urborg too. Just looks like such garbage, honestly. I'm gonna cut this. If I miss it, I'm gonna kick W. So I think what you want to do with like the scales is just to figure out, you know, this is a good hand. Like you want to have like if let's say if your opponents are all playing 4 figures on the sideboard, then you want to play another deck. But you basically just want to have like the ability to what the fuck fetch main deck phase. Okay. Just want to have the ability to grind your opponent, right? But how do you do that? Is that it's not necessarily through 2-for-1s. It's through bad exchanges. You know, like your opponent going something like, I don't have Cal that I know my opponent's gonna go Stoneforge Mystic. There's no way around it. So I think that's the way you should grind with scales. It shouldn't be so much. I don't have a way to stop this. Can go double Prosperous Innkeeper. Can also go get off Messenger. Yawgmoth is really underplayed. This deck is great. This deck is absolutely great. I can go get off Messenger, and next turn they're gonna tap out for Caldera. The only bad thing is that if they have Caldera into Prismatic Ending to exile these, but then we can go double Prosperous Innkeeper, like Prosperous Innkeeper, Prosperous Innkeeper. We also play Prosperous Innkeeper into Prosperous Innkeeper. How much mana would that be? Next turn I'll have 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I think we go get off Messenger here. You know. Yeah, right? Yawgmoth is really underplayed. It's maybe not one of the best decks, but a really, really strong deck. Definitely a deck that can kill very fast. I've been liking Goblin Bombardment quite a lot. Alright, that was their turn. I can play... Can I play Wall of Roots? No, right? I'm missing 1 mana. So if I play this, I get 1 mana back, you know. So can I kill them somehow? Probably not either. No. Next turn we can kill them, right? So we'll attack with the Get Off Messenger. Put them to 10. Plus a 10. So I think all environment is pretty good, but it also depends a lot on what you're playing against. If you're playing against Strawn and stuff like this, is pretty bad. But if you're playing against hey, 1. Thanks for follow. 10 is gonna stack here. Can make this smaller. It's the same as... I know they can path this right now, but whatever. Like, we take the same damage. Yeah, that's a Thoughtseize. That's a very good one. You know, we take the same damage, and we get to draw a card, right? I'm not gonna commit anything else. I think... If I untap, and my opponent taps out here or something, I'm probably just gonna win. Am I? Okay, exiles all black cards in graveyards. But still, this is fine. I mean, we can court for a Yawgmoth. I mean, okay, this has protection versus black. Hmm. So if next turn we play Wall of Root, like we play Prosperous Innkeeper, Wall of Roots, gain alive. I probably just want to have all my mana. Hmm. So I could court for like a Strangler guys, maybe? So say I do this. Playing Keeper. Then I play Wall. 1, 2. Play second Innkeeper, play Wall. That's probably the best one. Hmm. Could court for Strangler guys, hit them. Yeah, I kind of like that. Also court for Blood Artist, right? Is Blood Artist lethal? I think it is, right? Sack. So it's like 1. I know this will knock. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just not lethal exactly. Um. No, they have a Sanctify on deck. So I'll get Strangler guys, I think. Gain to life. You put a counter here, sack here. Put a counter here, sack here. Good thoughts is them now. So this will block here, this will block here. Sanctified exiles the Get Off Messenger when it goes into the graveyard. Interesting. Oh boy. Alright, they're not casting. What a hand. So they have one thing. They can kill my Yawgmoth most likely, right? That's just life. So support is an instant, right? Kaya's Guile, not that amazing. Supreme Berry will be good, but they need to draw it, and you know. So I think we just take one of the purges. Here I can win with Blood Artist next turn. I know they have a. Probably the end draw land, this tells me. So we can actually just sack one of the Prosperous Innkeepers, right? Hmm. No second Yawgmoth, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do it again. I have a full grip of cards in my hand. I think this is this is lethal. Because what we do, we play this. We play Grist. Oh, shit. Alright. Green, black, black, Grist. Then we play second Strangler, guys. Then we go minus, sacrifice Stranglergeist, kill Stormforge. And then they can block here, or they cannot block the other two. Yep. Interesting game. My opponent had a lot of cards to remove my stuff, but they didn't have the mana. So the Sanctifier just exiles the Get Off Messenger. Prosperous Innkeeper was real good there because it allowed us to draw, like, we would be dead if we didn't have the Prosperous Innkeepers gaining us life there. Very cool, very cool. So my opponent had a Celestial Porch, and instead of killing my Yawgmoths, they prefer to Caldera. It's a bit tricky, it's a bit greedy. I had some water. Oh, I have some water. So I'm just gonna chill with chat. Oof. Triple Graph Messenger, 2 lands. That's a move. I mean, just this simply is not a hand. You can keep. If we draw, I know any land would allow us to cast the Graph Messengers, but too slow. We're on the draw. Yeah, we are better. What an ugly hand. Can go turn 2 Novel Hierarch. I guess I'll keep these. I don't want to go too low. Look at this. Yeah. Turn 2 Novel Hierarch. Is this burn? And it burns, burns, burns. The Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire. Alright, so we can go double turn 1. Oh no, they can have an Eidolon here, which really sucks. Eidolon is Sagarino. Oh, nothing. Dalamire OP. Maybe it's not burn. Maybe it's prison. Path. Prismatic ending my Naval Hierarch. Prismatic in my Yawgmoth. Whoa, bro. Oh. Honestly, I think playing the Graph Message is better than playing the Yawgmoth, right? So, what about we do... Yeah, we do this. We go... We tag with the Ignore Hierarch. Then for 1. Woodman 17. Next time we can go Yawgmoth, Red, Lightning Bolts. Sure. So I've been playing like... So I have 4 mana here. That means I cannot really play Wall, right? This is always the question. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attack with the Graph Messenger, play my Yawgmoth here. I have no idea what I'm playing against. My opponent's just playing like red-white control over there. I'll fetch a basic either way. I mean, they could have Blood Moon, I guess. So it's even better to fight the basic, right? Yeah. Yeah. And next time we have lethal, so... Alright. I have no idea, man. No clue what I'm playing against. Red, white, mystery. Definitely bringing in the Rex Sage. They have bolts and prismatic endings. I have no idea. I maybe just don't want to like sideboard a ton. Like endurance is very good against bolts, so we're gonna bring that in. Maybe I'm playing Blood Moon. I'm gonna cut a couple of Geralt's Messenger. They're just basically uncastable. And we'll see, you know, we'll sideboard more against game 3 if needed. I was gonna win anyway, so there was no need for me to... I like this hand because we can fetch both a Sump and a Forest, right? I mean, maybe my No Heart dies, but just like... I'm gonna fetch a Forest either way. At least we have the green already. Yeah, it just dies. So my opponent's playing some kind of red-white control-ish. There's a lot of tutors, by the way. Oh yeah, it is this. Alright, so it's the prison deck. Alright, goodbye forest. Alright, so I need to bring in probably Forces of Vigor. I'm not gonna fetch here. Oh, and yep. So fetch first. Overrun down, yes. So now we can go. But has a lot of lands. Oh boy. Nice, this actually resists. Haha. We go to 11 though. This double fetch shock. Quite good. We can Court of Calling for 2 here. We can also Stranglergeist and a Court for Dry Arbor, and then Eldritch Evolution. Yeah, I can lethal them next time. Oh, I have the Blooders in hand, right? But so I like attacking the Chandra here, right? Because it allows them to... means that they kind of have to plus, right? Next turn I can... I'll stop next turn. I can win next turn, so it's good. Land... Plus... I take 2. Boom. Prismatic ending on this. It's live. Time reinforcements. They only make the dudes, right? So yeah, we're gonna definitely chord for that arrow here. I can actually cast that, so can chord for Strangler, guys. So I can have 5 mana here. Can play Blood Artist, chord for Strangler, guys, and Eldritch Evolution it, right? Say tap, tap. This guy. Do I have enough mana? 5 mana. I think I do. I also can just wall roots. But don't you think... I can actually just Blood Art. So if I have Blood Artist 1, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 1. Could also just chord for Blood Artist, Eldritch Evolution, the Wall of Roots. Sorry, Blood Artist. Then I have let's say, I have 1, 2, 3 mana left. 4, 5. I can't do everything, right? That's too much. So I can play... You can also play Blood Artist and wait for them to do something, right? Because if I chord for Yawgmoth on their upkeep, they just minus the chant and kill it. That's just basically it. Can Blood Artist chord for Yawgmoth like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Nah, it's just not enough. God damn. I think I play Blood Artist and I chill. Right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. I need to go ahead and do this. Not gonna let you for 1, my friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I think I'll let them do something with their... That is warrior, yeah. So if I do it on their upkeep, they just minus a Chandra on the Yawgmoths. They draw. That also means they are more incentivized to... I think now is a good time, right? Well, Art is so nice that you get the life from the opponent. I think I'm just gonna sack, yeah. I'll sack the Wall of Roots too. Cards are nice. Right? If we do it the other way, right? Now they have another. They have another family. This is though a human. Mm, can I win? I don't have blood artist anymore. I can kill a Chandra. Play all roots. Can court and then court for. Yeah, I like that. Oh, they're soldiers. They're not humans. Wow. All right. So I can court these for can go for Strangler guys, kill things. So I just want to get rid of the Chandra here. This is a great draw. They can still have a rat, right? But we get rid of the Chandra here. Only at 6, but they draw a card from Sunbake Canyon. Well, now you see Sunbake Canyon being tapped and no mana is spent. Ah, you get that. Now I have Warwork though, so I can cast my I mean I should play this Yawgmoth, right? So we tap here for x equals 2, we got Prosperous Innkeeper. Alright, we're 2-0. Maybe I should play Yawg in the challenge. Probably Wolf was better actually, right? Because I don't know. Probably Wolf was better. And then actually maybe even casting it at all was I think at the point we get an innkeeper, yeah, getting the wall first was better. Then we court for the prosperous innkeeper, and then we play the ignore hierarch just to have it, and then we just like. So yeah, I had to have a Yawg. Having the young wolf out first meant that I could respond to my opponent trying to stop the combo with a lightning bolt. Oh well, nice, nice. 22 lands paying off here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Kanigan is so good now. This deck, just feel like it's just so good. 52 viewers. Thanks everyone, guys. I know I didn't do well on the challenge, but awesome to have so many people hanging out. Yeah, I really love the Kanigar. I really love my mana base too for green black. We're playing Stugan Axos, relatively known MTGO player. I like this hand. Turn two grease. This is very, very good. I like hands like this that can draw into the payoff rather than hands with a lot of payoffs, right? I mean, it just makes sense with Yawgmoth, right? To follow. I don't know, guys, what you think of that. My choice of basic lands. I have this mint I can show you. Papayak. So I have the Mirroring Forest, and the Phyrexian Swamp. Goblins? Dude, I have Phyrexian Revoker. GG. I think I would rather say I can do two things here. I think getting a Wall of Roots, Prosperous Innkeeper turn is very, very good. It's, Wrist Plus is decent. You can just cut them that's why I play 22 lines, you just cut them. The Void Mirror is mostly for the Rhinos. So you can do Wall of Roots, Prosperous Innkeeper. And we can do Greased. Plus. I think Wall of Roots, Prosperous Innkeeper is better. I will lose one, I will miss, let's say, one life because of this, but on the other hand, I get to keep my treasure. I think it's pretty important. And now we can even court for one if needed. I don't think it is, but this probably looks like Goblins to me. Conspicuous Noob was revealed. They can cast this next turn. So there's no point here in I mean, I can also kill it with the. Could court for one, get Young Wolf, kill the Snoop with Grease, but I think getting a Yawgmoth just does basically the same and draws cards in the process, right? So. They're drawing the Munition Expert. I think just getting Yawgmoth down, killing the Snoop. We could have done Greased line, but the wall was used 3 times already, so I think it was fine to get our. So they're drawing the Munitions Expert. Unclaimed territory. Munitions experts. I don't think that works as well as you think. Like, now this only deals 2 damage, right? Cool play, but nope. Could use my pressure there, but I really don't think it's important. They don't know what they were drawing. It's worth it to go ahead and pink here. I have so much mana, right? Kill that too. Yeah, just have lethal next turn. Says sacrifice a goblin. That play loses 1 yellow and you win 1 life. Prosperous Innkeeper was insane here. And we won basically no matter what, right? So we do have infinite damage. We have infinite damage and infinite cards and infinite everything. They sometimes play Blood Moon, these guys. I think Phyrexian Walker for naming Snoop is this. Calling Ritual, probably decent, like play 1 maybe. Probably not worth it. I guess Endurance can stop the combo by making them shuffle, right? Or like when they go to copy, you make them shuffle. I know, they put that at the bottom, they don't shuffle, right? In random order, Got a couple of Skyler guys. Comboing is pretty important here, probably. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna cut the cutting ritual. I think 4 mana is a lot. And they have a lot of things, right? I think Greece. I mean, Greece is an out turn 2. I think this matchup is a little bit about speed. I'm gonna cut 1 chord. This hand is very, very slow. Honestly, blowout doesn't blowout just stop the combo right away, like straight up, because it has this thing where, like, whenever a thing dies, you gain 1 life and lose 1 life. So it just kind of like blocks the combo, right? Like nobody loses life. But this hand, if the blood artist dies, it's just pretty bad. On the draw, we can do better. Alright, we can. This is better. Then I'm gonna cut a wall of roots so I can play turn 1 novel, turn 2 get off messenger, and if I can't do that, then I will play the wall of roots. I think you can cut both, like Urborg and Yavimaya. You can also just play Chalice of the Void. I actually don't even know why I'm playing Void Mirror. Why am I playing Void Mirror again? I don't know. I'm not like the best like deck builder for Yawg, I'm sure. This could be Chalice of the Void. I thought it was like decent against Sean too. My opponent, like as any, like when you put Ether Vial in your deck, you know you're gonna draw it turn 1, right? Isn't it? It's not possible not to. We can die next turn, and we can't really do anything about it, right? So, opponent, that costed 1 more mana. Ah, no, they did. It's like, okay. Alright, my opponent's already shocked. They have this. Interesting. If we draw Yawgmoth, we win here next turn with a. We can play Wall Strangler-Geist, and then, yeah. True. We can play Wall Strangler-Geist. Next turn, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 5 mana next turn only, though. So we cannot really get off Messenger plus Eldritch Evolution. Okay, so I think we... Funny that they played this. Maybe they have another one drop. So I really don't know what is better. I think it's better to play both the Walrus and the Strangler-Geist, so I get the chance to get an Eldritch Evolution into a Yawgmoth next turn and have 3 bodies instead of only 2. Yeah, I've convinced myself. And I can also Baron cut comes next turn. Yeah, you've convinced me, deck. Also puts a bit of pressure on them. Could have also Eldritch Evolution for a Phyrexian Revoker, but I think that's just kind of bad. If they have it, they have it, right? I mean, they can't really just have it, right? Because they can like Violin the Snoop. They can Violin the Snoop, play the other guy, and with that, but they can also just have a Fatal Push and kill Phyrexian Revoker. So put them to 14. Next turn we have 5 mana. So it should be fine. These are turn 2, not about turn 2 at all. So let's see what opponent is up to. I mean, we're dead here if they have the Snoop combo turn 3. Slater underscore, thanks for follow. I wonder if the Ziggy one is the known writer, I think. So here the decision basically was, if we play the Graph Messenger and we draw exactly Yawgmoth next turn. Alright. So they can actually get themselves the the guy, the conspicuous snoop. And 3 to underscore MTG. Let's follow. So 5 mana here, so we can play Eldritch Ambler Artist. I think this is kind of good. They sometimes, I don't think they play Blood Moon, but just in case. Oh wow, I didn't have to fetch. Yikes! I thought about it and I didn't do it, guys. That's the worst feeling. That's actually the worst feeling. So yeah. So what did they fetch? I kind of assume it was Noob, but so I'm just gonna wait for them to violin the Snoop, and when they do, I'm gonna kill it right away. So not bad. This is a this is a kill on their upkeep, right? I used this already. So I think we just kill them on their upkeep. But these are still on 2. Just get a Yawgmoth. Oh, we can. Yeah, we can. Oh, we can do it now. 1. I'm missing 1 green. 1, 2. Yes. Yeah. So we let them untap. Put the Vial trigger. Maybe activate it. And why did I do it on 2? Well, we won. 4-0. 2-1 to 0 to 0 to 0. I could have done it for 1, of course, there. And I held up my Yawgmoth on that, maybe. As for 2, gives us 2 Strangler guys, which are a bit more like resilient to removal. Of course, they could add a Fata push to kill my Blood Artist, but then we just kill their Snoop, kill their Novel Hierarch, and then we are in a good shape, right? We kill the Snoop, they kill their Novel Hierarch. And I mean, they have an Novel Hierarch in hand, and that's basically it. And the next turn, we just probably just kill them. All right. I mean, Yawgmoth is feeling really, really strong. I'm I mean, definitely one of the probably most strongest and underplayed decks in the format. Just a combo. I do it to Horizon, but I'm gonna find a game first. Spike is on top of the leaderboard. I wonder if they at what point they just start giving up on the, they start giving up on the on challenges and stuff, and they just follow, like, just play leagues. Interesting. I don't know who's gonna win. What do you guys think is gonna win? Spike or Princip? Alright, I found a game. I'll go to the restroom and I'll be right back. Playing Squirrel Party. This hand is not good. Sounds better. I'm not sure what I'm playing again, so I'm just gonna put the contender on his pack. So I'm just wondering, like, he's like the trophy leader right now, and I was asking, like, do you think is that if people, like, he will be the one that wins the trophy race, or it will be Principe? Or the Saturn one. We're probably playing against a hammer deck, right? And with that, turn 2. Could easily be. Celebi, guys. Celebi. We can kill them turn 3, we draw a wall. Oof, oof. So, and it really doesn't make... maybe it's better to fetch than to pink myself here twice. I did it on... Yeah, let's see. I just want to save that to see if I can get a... We have Force of Vigor and Calling Ritual and XH on the sideboard, so we should be pretty good here. I mean, my opponent obviously has an odds, like... They have a hammer, and it's very hard to stop it. The... whatever it's called, the Lilian, yep. They even have the hammer on this. So if they have a land, they can... I don't think I can win, guys. I mean... What's my plan to chomp with the Noble Heart? We could plus... we will get Grease plus. Then we have a blocker. So if they have a land, let's say they will activate this, put the hammer on it, and then if they have a land, I'm dead anyway. So what's the best play? I think getting Grease plus is not the worst. So it means that we can kill the thing next turn. Like, that's the only play that makes sense, right? I don't have Rexage in my main deck. I have an Endurance, which... I could also Evo for Endurance. Maybe I should just play Rexage main deck, you're right. But I don't know, I felt like lately it's been feeling... Actually, the Endurance has not come up a lot. But of course, it's like a small sample size. So I can actually Evo for Greased, plus, if they have land in Moss, I'm dead anyway. Say they have a land, I'm dead anyway. And if they have a think, I can block it. I can block the Ornithopter, And then next turn, Chord for the Yawgmoth, kill the Ornithopter. That's the plan. Okay. I think that's as good as it gets, so let's go. No, because they need one land to activate this and one land to make it fly again. So they need land number 1, like they need 4 mana basically. So like tap this, activate Yawgmoth, bring the hammer. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm just dead. Oh yeah, it's a free activation. Yeah, I'm just dead. Maybe they panic. I don't know. No, you're right. There's just I don't know why I thought they would not tap this for mana, but of course they will. They will tap this, activate the Yawgmoth, equip the hammer, tap this, make it fly. Yeah, I'm just gonna consider now. I lost. I mean, I think it doesn't make sense. This is just my opponent's a slow player, so yeah, I had no odds. My opponent had the nuts and just didn't. It's like you not. It's like okay. I mean, it's not like a oh my god, like I lost there. Got a couple of chords. We can cut like a couple of these. We just want a combo in this matchup, I think. And there's flies, which can be relevant, but the action revoker also can be relevant. But I think endurance is kind of bad. I don't like Thoughtseize or Decay in this matchup. It's nice, but then you start diluting your deck so much, man. You have nothing, basically. In your whole deck, you have no way to... you also need to win. I feel like we have 5 removal spells. Maybe 1 Decay. Alright, let's do that. I'm on the play as well. Maybe on the draw is more important. I mean, we had a very good hand, but my opponent just had a turn 3 kill, right? Like that, Saga, Sigarda's 8, Ornithopter, Spoonleaf Drum, Yawgmoth Nexus. It's a bit rough. It's a bit rough out there. It's a bit rough out there for the zombies. If I had Rex Sage in the main deck, then I would have been able to like Rex Sage kill either the Saga or the Sigarda's 8. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Strangler Guys is not amazing in this matchup because you're not really attacking a lot. Strangler Guys, so Yawgmoth and Get Out Messenger are the best when you are want a combo, right? Strangler Guys is the best one when you want to put pressure on your opponent and you need to pressure like Planeswalkers and shit. Oh. Okay, this hand is alright. If my opponent has Prismatic Command, Prismatic Ending is gonna be rough. But I think this hand is actually alright. So I can play Ignoble, Prosperous Innkeeper, then set up a Yawg the turn after. Yeah. I think I need to... Since I have Hell's Mask, I need to shock. Not worth on the play. The Abrupt Decay, you mean? I think 1 Decay is alright. I think Strangler Guys is kind of bad. Saga turn 1 once again. Do they have the exact same start as before? Dude. Alright, they didn't tap this for mana at the very least. Missing a land drop here obviously sucks. No way around it. Could play Yawgmoth, but I think I'd rather save for the Yawgmoth next turn. And if I draw a Yawgmoth, I can still get the Yawgmoth and... Like, I can still get the Yawgmoth and the Yawgmoth out, right? By Eldritching these. Yeah, that's better. I mean, I'm assuming I draw land next turn. This deck against Living End, I have no idea. I think it's good though. Because with Yawgmoth, you can sacrifice your stuff, they comes back, you can do some crazy stuff. I guess let's just make a construct here. Also, me keeping this hand makes them think I have Force of Vigor for sure. But I mean, if I had Force of Vigor, I would have just done it. Kill these two. So the best draw in my deck is a land right now. Is it rough? Really? Oh no. Ah, okay. I mean, between the hate cards like Chalice or Void Mirror and and Yawgmoth being pretty good against them, I don't know. I haven't had trouble. Like I played the matchup like twice, I think, and I always win. I always won, but I also can get lucky, you know. I'm not gonna F6 so my opponent thinks I have Force of Vigor. Alright, guys, let's go land, shall we? That's a land. I guess we will play it if I don't draw another land. I guess I'm just gonna do this first. I mean, I know it's very fast, the combo. But you can also have Chalice, right, on 0? I know you're not a fan of that, but... Even means sensor. I'm gonna kill this now because this prevents them from having another land next turn. I know they can make a construct here, and they can get a Pithing Needle. Right, also there is. Alright, so if they get Pithing Needle, I can go Yawgmoth. Hopefully Yawgmoth into... Alright, let's just make another construct. Yo, Shinowan, how are you, man? Did you do good in the challenge today? Did you play it? I just dropped 0-2, it was really rough. Yeah, they get the needle, as expected. So I have a ton of outs here, including drawing a land that is untapped. It's not Persist, it's Undying. Much better. So, play Yawgmoth. Woof, woof. Nice. I'm not qualified. I actually don't even know what you need to do for the Mox Open. Path to Exile. Right. Swamp. I mean, I can take a lot of damage here. I can draw a chord. Now the planes. Maybe just get lures in their hand. Yep. See how it goes. So what we do here is play this. We can draw infinite cards or quite a lot of cards. We can also just find a Chord of Calling here if we find Strangler. No, Strangler guys we don't win, right? Because we have four. We actually don't win. Can get Force of Vigor. I think getting a Strangler guys down it's better. Like I can get either my Forest or my. Yeah, probably get my Forest here. Can also attack and I guess my opponent's gonna play Lurus. I guess I can get a hammer. Ah, there's no hammer in the graveyard. You can also just sack these to replay it. I'm just gonna attack first, I think. Maybe they trade. It's not even the worst, right? If they trade. So here I can play Strangler guys, or I can recycle these. To see if I get another look. Also just can just pink here, recycle these. I don't like the mana though. I don't really need to kill any of the tokens, I feel. I think we just play Geist and fetch Forest, play Geist, and pass. So I don't have to open myself up to being dying basically next turn to a random hammer. Like they need to have hammer and Shadow Spear. Like or double hammer Shadow Spear, something like this. One of their cards in hand is Lurus. If they have double hammer Shadow Spear, then it's rough. They can also play Lurus, get their so they can play Lurus, get their the name of that. Sandy Sanbios, holy shit. So they can play Lurus, get the get the Pithing Needle back, and then if they do that, then I need to draw a few cards, of course. Yawgmoth Nexus. That's Lurus. Sure. I have another path. That would be bad. That's a good card. That is indeed a good card. So I may recycle this. Not just block. block, block, and pass. Having all hired that for mana next turn. Rexage also survives. Interesting, anyway. So they can have Shadow Spear here, and this will be 6, but it will not be lethal. Only specifically Hammer. Unblock Hammer is lethal. So block, block. Should I just recycle this now? I think I will. Yeah. Alright. I mean, maybe they don't name Yawgmoth, but pretty sure they will. Yawgmoth Physician has been named. So I can block with these two, but no. So the way we lose here is obviously not blocking and dying to a hammer, right? Okay, so I think Calling Ritual is pretty good. That will kill 5 things. There's a Beating Needle in the board on board. And you also need to have more life than your opponent. Obviously, the worst here is that they have a second path. I don't know how many paths they play. Alright, so we will add black, black, green, green, black, and green, and black, I guess, too. This comes back. This comes back. Some cards. Like, we find Prosperous Innkeeper, we win. Or Blood Artist too, that also works. Yeah. No worries, it's fine. It's a common quest. My life total does not go down, yours does. We'll be on the draw for game 3, which is a bit rough, but we'll try. We'll probably keep the decay up. I mean, I kind of like my configuration. It just seemed good, right? You can see why Geist is basically a Yawgmoth that costs 2 mana in this matchup. I have plenty of cards to beat my opponent with. I mean, I'm killing them pretty fast. Alright. Do we thoughts is on the draw? So, of course, these cards are very good. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, they can do whatever they want. I'll not let it fluster me. I think, guys, Greased is a bit, like, not the best in this matchup, actually. Decay on the draw is good, but spending 2 mana to answer a 0 mana thing is really bad. So I think I'm gonna do is Does this make sense? I know if Predict is still here, you can comment on my play, on my sideboarding, but I think this makes sense. I could see myself cutting an Eldritch for another court. Or even a one Innkeeper. Maybe I could cut the one Innkeeper for a court. Huh. Would that make sense? I mean, Innkeeper has been really, really good. Like, we actually know. Innkeeper is really good. No worries, no worries. Good luck, mate. This is... Is this fine? I think this looks sort of fine. Sometimes you know you would like another Court of Calling, maybe. Maybe I could cut this, like cut an Innkeeper on the play. I think on the draw is better, right? You could take out the hammer or whatever. The thing is, on the draw you have less time to react. I think that's why. Okay. I'll keep this here. Let's go. I mean, I guess on the play you can take the Cigarazzi before they get to cast it. But also thoughts is, dude, I always spend so much time in this matchup. It's so complicated from the Yawg side, I feel. Don't choose to play first. They have Lurus. This hand is not good. It's absolutely too slow, especially on the draw. This is a dude? Yeah, I love this overgrown thumb art. I know a lot of people they like the OG art. They are OG art only gamers. But I kind of like this. Alright, I'll keep this, put back the Dry Arbor. Done. We have two choices here. We either go Yawgmoth turn 1 or Kalni Garden. Cigarazzi 8, pass. Come on, man. Really? Okay, I think I'm gonna go Yawgmoth first. Come on. Why do you have it always? Hammer Shadow Spear. See? Yeah, better than Omnitopter. That's correct. I need to block. Of course, if not, I get yoinked. I think taking 11 is a bit too much for my taste. Could play the Garden block. Or play the Wall of Roots. I mean, if we play the Wall of Roots, we can also find a Calling Ritual, right? I thought it was better here to play Kalni Garden first if I was suspecting this, because I could just block now Wall of Roots. That's rough. Yeah, it's better than Omnitopter, but still it's annoying. I could go... I should have gone Kalni Garden first here. Kalni Garden first, block. I go Wall of Roots, Yawgmoth now. Block with the Yawgmoth. And then I have 4 mana on top next turn. Yeah. But there's nothing to do. I need to progress my plan here. I just block with the Yawgmoth. I mean, it's still stalling them, right? If they kept this hand solely on this... they didn't have a Saga... Oh, I can... Oh, I was thinking I had a Chord in hand. I was like, oh, I can Chord. I was like, no, it's not Evolution. We also can draw like another Yawgmoth. That would be nice. Could also not block this turn, but it just seems like a losing proposition, right? Especially if they have another hammer. I think I kind of need to block here. If they have another hammer, I'm dead. I mean, if they have Shadow Spear, it's really bad. But... Alright. We also draw Calling Ritual. It will kill 4 things. Give us enough for Yawgmoth. That's scary. Lurus. So you can play Yawgmoth. You can play Colony Garden, Rex Sage, but then they just get the hammer back. I think we just need to play the Yawgmoth here, guys. And I think I need to wreck in the Memnite, puts this here, then play Lurus, they get the Memnite back. Yeah, that's an option. That's definitely an option. Yeah, it's only bad if they have another hammer. I guess the wrecking it is... Yeah, they have the Lurus in hand, so they probably play Lurus. If they have land plus hammer, for example, we'll die if we do that. But actually we die... Let's say we play Yawgmoth. Yeah, we actually die to many... Like, I think... So if we play Yawgmoth here, we block, we ping this thing, and it means that we don't die to Enigmas equipping a hammer. This is fairly important. If we play a Rex Sage, we kill this, but if they have a hammer, I die immediately. This is a spot. I actually don't even know what's best. I think I'm gonna go play the... Good thing is, we can actually spike a Force of Vigor, so maybe that's even the reason to go Yawgmoth. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play Yawgmoth. Boranas with the follow, thank you. So we can spike a Force of Vigor. So my plan here is to block with wall, and maybe we can try to get a Force of Vigor. Next turn we can have Kalni Garden make a dude, and hopefully we find something. We can Eldritch into... Like, Yawgmoth would be our best draw again. How good is Yawgmoth in this matchup, Jesus? Just drop water all over me. Oh, shit. Yeah. Paladin would have been tough to beat. But once we get Yawgmoth into play, and we're at the high life total like we are, I'm guessing they don't play bubbles anymore, this deck, which, I don't know, sometimes is a bit sus. The bad thing is, let's say they activate Yawgmoth and attack, I actually cannot draw a card of the Wall Roots, because if I do... Alright. That's alright. So the thing is, if they do, like, if they activate Yawgmoth and attack me, drawing? Oh. I guess they can find wow, I find that pretty greedy, man. Like, you have Lurus in your hand. Like, I guess they can find a Shadow Spear and a hammer and kill me here, but I mean, Ornithopter, man. Strong card in Modern right now. That's brutal. Alright, they didn't have a hammer on that, so... Okay, this is 12, it would be 24, so even if they don't have a hammer on that. So let's do this now, sack. Maybe I find the Force of Vigor. Alright, that's the Yawgmoth, not the worst. Here we play the Urborg here. We can Yawgmoth, get Rex Sage, kill the Mem Knight. All of this goes there. Yeah, that's best. They can have Path to Exile, but that's kind of rough. They were spiking, they were trying to get another hammer basically here. I'm attacking with the Yawgmoth here. VP3. Alright, so we're still at 6, but we have Prosperous Innkeepers in our deck. So that means that we can still win. And we have Blood Artists, of course. So if they play a Lurus, they can play these, but then we will kill the Lurus in response. I don't think they have a second hammer. Yeah, they need Pierce, Steel, and Hammer. Soul Guide Lantern. You got it. No place. So you have Lurus and 2 cards in hand. Grist. This is a good one. I think I'm gonna attack first. I have 2 blockers. No, I'm gonna make the dudes first. Fuck it. Maybe it could... Yeah, maybe it could help down the proliferate. Do they cycle Horizon Canopy? Or what do they do here? I have only 7 minutes left, so I also not, you know... They cycle the Canopy, sure. They're pretty choked on mana this game. They also tap wrong. They shouldn't have tapped the power. I guess they can cycle these as well. But if they cycle this, is very good for me, actually. Draw a card, sure. Because they don't have mana to play the Lures. I think they're choking a bit. It looks like they're choking a bit. I mean, I guess they can draw Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle, land, Pithing Needle, Hammer does it for them. So they have like land, exile, like this. That's to exile. I'm not gonna draw a lot of cards, but yeah. Maybe 2. So if they have another Hammer, I die here. That's a ritual. I guess being at... I was thinking that I can get maybe a... Yeah, I was trying to see if I could spike a Force of Vigor, but I also have only 3 life, right? So I can play Lurrus here. I can kill it. No, no hammer, man. Don't have a hammer. Come on. Ah, fuck you. Oh my god. I had to play so much harder than them to play this. Ah. Shit, man. Yeah, our only out was Force of Vigor, so I could have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4 more cards, right? So it was there. I mean, maybe it was worth it. No, I couldn't draw more cards. I could have drawn maybe 2 more cards. Yeah. All right, Hammer got us in the end. I don't think it's a bad matchup at all, but my opponent just shit, man. They just kept going. They just kept going. Like, I think I kind of really like my opponent went turn 2 hammer, right? With a Ornithopter or a Memnite. And you know, basically if they didn't find this hammer, I could just ritual. I could even like ritual, kill all of these. And then I play like I would make a lot of mana, get a Core of Calling, get a Get Out Messenger, and be in a good shape. Unfortunate, it happens. It was a fun one though.